broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi there everyone, and welcome to tonight's webinar for Born to Succeed. And I'm your host, Justin Devonshire. You can hear me talking right now. And I have on the line with me, Irina Alionte.
Hello, Justin. I'm so excited to be here tonight.
Fantastic, great. So we're going to really, it's going to be a jam-packed webinar tonight. It's going to be really exciting for you guys who've made it. So well done for getting here. We want to thank you for your time this evening and that you've shown already that you're willing to invest in yourselves. So just going to quickly, for those of you who don't know me, I was one of the speakers at the Born to Succeed conference in Bucharest. One of Irina's British mentors, and I run a series of online businesses and offline businesses in Cyprus, and I've done so in other countries such as the UK as well. So, but tonight this is more about, firstly it's about you guys, and it's about Irina helping you with your businesses. So what we're going to be talking about tonight really is something that's really important. Now, you're probably a young entrepreneur aspiring, maybe you've just started in business, or you've been going a while and you're not quite struggling to get the success that you're looking for. And we're going to show you tonight a big part of why that is and steps you can take from tonight to turn that around and get your business and your idea, and as we say, maximize your impact in your community very quickly. So just to find out a bit about the guys who are here, can you post in the comment box, do you have a business at the moment? If you could post in, do you have a business right now, and maybe some of the things that you're struggling with, so we can get an idea of who's here and what you're looking for. So just pop anything into the box, just say a bit about yourself and what you're looking for tonight. We will get some questions answered at the end. So, basically then tonight, I'm going to talk about maximizing your impact, like we said, and why this is really important. I'm going to let Irina give you most of the details on that. But I'm really excited about this because it's something I've used in my businesses over and over again, and it never fails. When you apply these steps, you will create a big change, and it's really the principles that we actually used to launch and create the Born to Succeed brand. We've got a couple of comments here. We've got Dana said she wants to get some more conversions on her online shop. That's really good. Okay, this will definitely help you with that. And like I said, so we're very excited about this because it's the principles we've used ourselves to launch our different ideas. It's principles I've used to create the most successful fitness bootcamp business in the country of Cyprus in just over 1 year. And basically, yeah, this is stuff you will not find virtually anywhere else. So before I hand you over to Irina, I'm just going to mention quickly that we have a very special opportunity for you guys to talk about your idea one-to-one with Irina. She is going to have some time with you. We'll talk about at the end how to do it, but basically you'll get the opportunity to chat to Irina one-to-one about your idea and determine the steps you need to take to make it a reality. But stay till the end and we'll give you all the details on that. So just quickly, we've got a couple more comments. We've got Daniel who wants to build an innovation center based on innovation knowledge, training and consultancy in Bucharest. That sounds really good as well. So keep your comments coming in, guys, and your questions. We'll get to the questions at the end, as well as how you can have a chance to speak to Irina one-to-one in private about your idea. So for now, I'm going to introduce to you Irina Alionte, very special person to me. So take it away and give these guys what you've got.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Justin. Lovely introduction for this webinar, and I'm so excited to be here tonight. for you guys and help you take your idea forward. So, just a brief overview. Here's our agenda for tonight. This will go fast and furious. So, this is everything we're going to cover. So, first of all, we're going to talk about why brand advertising is dead, how creating a movement is the way for a message to be heard and seen nowadays in this cluttered market space. Then we're also going to talk about how to create a business idea that ignites a movement so that you can have all the success and the lifestyle that you want, how to position yourself to make your message heard, why it's important to build a tribal community around your brand, and many more secrets to help you become a legend in your sector. And as Justin mentioned, I'm very excited for each and every single one of you who are listening to this right now, because at the end, we're also going to have a Q&A session with both of us, but you'll also have the opportunity to jump on a Skype call with me, but I'll tell you more about that in the end. So you may be wondering, why am I doing this? Because I know I've been exactly where you are. But before I begin, I just want to warn you, this is a different kind of webinar, okay? This is not going to be one of those pitch fests where people try to sell something at the end of the webinar. I'm just so passionate about paying it forward to young entrepreneurs and show them some principles that have helped me get where I am today, that I'm just doing this for you because I want to help you. So can anyone relate to this? I'm just curious, has anyone been to an event or seminar or webinar where someone tried to give them a lot of free value, but then at the end of it, they tried selling something? Just type in the question box and let me know. I'm just curious. And I just want you to know this is not one of those webinars, okay? So, this is me. I'm the founder of Born to Succeed and Club Cardio. And if you have a burning desire to succeed and just really move forward with your business idea, then you're definitely in the right place, okay? So I just want to share with you the best of what I know so that you can achieve all the success that you deserve, okay? I want you to make a bigger difference. I want you to make a more profit and have a lot more fun while doing it. So, some of you might know my story as I've been featured in both British and Romanian press. I've got a lot of media coverage lately, and I'm not showing you all these logos in order to impress you. In fact, I just want to make a point, okay? You're never too young to attract media's attention. You're never too young to get in the spotlight and get your message heard. And I think I'm the perfect proof for that. At only 25 years old, I've managed to attract so much coverage. So, probably not too long ago, I've been exactly where you are. Let's see, can any of you guys resonate with any of these statements? Let's see. Valentine says sure. So, think about it. You have a great idea, but you're confused about your next steps. Perhaps you're thinking to yourself, I'm too young and inexperienced. I'm stuck and not sure what to do to move forward and where to focus. I have no one to get advice from. I feel all by myself. I'm overwhelmed with tens of tasks to do, and I don't know how long can I keep going like this? And I'm afraid I'm gonna fail and wreck my life and relationships. Guess what? Believe it or not, I had all these thoughts running in my head at one point or another. So that's why I don't do this for yourself anymore. I want to help you, and because I hate to see you struggling, I hate to see you struggling to grow your business, and I want you to stop wasting time and money on marketing campaigns that don't work. I want you to leave all these limiting thoughts behind, and I know you're sick and tired of not making all the progress, and you're sick and tired of having this inner voice in your head that tells you you're not good enough. So I want to make a difference and an impact in your life. And this webinar is going to provide you with a ton of value. So I'm going to share my story with you. And you're going to learn a lot through this, just like I did. So you want to pay attention to that. So it all started, some of you might be familiar with this, when I was a 24-year-old girl applying for a master's course in marketing and strategy at Warwick Business School. And moving forward, I just enjoyed a very busy and active social life in my lovely campus with a lot of different people from all around the world. And my initial plan was to come back to my home country, Romania, at the end of my 1 year master's course. However, one day everything changed, and it all happened just here in my very own student dorm room, where I was sitting one day and realizing, after coming back from a gym session, from an aerobic studio, I thought to myself, well, people feel so self conscious in those studios with bright lights and mirrors everywhere. I know I felt this way, and I'm sure my girlfriends felt the same. So I realized, well, I've never had this problem in a nightclub setting, right? When dancing in a nightclub setting, you can just burn calories at a whole new different level because you don't care about people judging you or looking at you. So that's how the idea occurred to me. How about I combine exercise with entertainment? And what better place to do it other than a nightclub setting at a time when obviously the venue is not in use? So I got so excited about my idea and I called it Club Cardio. So after having successfully piloted the concept on my campus, I experimented in my very own student union nightclub. I then decided, okay, I'm on to something. I won't be coming back to Romania. And yes, I'll be taking the scariest decision of my life, which is to, well, leave my home country behind and start a business in London, which is, of course, the city where at that point I had zero connections, no family, and had no clue where to start from. So in those moments, I was just really, really confused. I didn't know what to do and how to move forward with my idea of running these fitness events in a nightclub setting. And I think you can relate to this. Let's see if any of you can resonate with this. You often have so many ideas running in your head and things you want to do to grow your business, but there are only that many hours in a day. So I've realized that, and I felt even more frustrated looking at the gap between where I am and where I actually want to be. So I came to this decision that a lot of people come to. What do I do now? Do I invest in business or do I pay for training? Do I pay for a mentor? And a lot of people think they don't want to spend any money before they make money. And a lot of people think, okay, I'm willing to reinvest or invest in my business, but they don't want to spend money. And I think that's ridiculous. It's like saying you want to open a restaurant, but you cannot afford paying for cutlery and ingredients before having people in your restaurant ordering food. I mean, yes, there is an opportunity cost, there is a risk. So, what I've done, I started immersing myself in training courses and seminars. I started buying online products that would promise to bring me the business success that I wanted. I even joined renowned training program organized by Tony Robbins himself. You might have heard of it, Business Mastery. And I was just looking for the missing link and just trying to figure it all out by myself. And with all of that, guess what? I did what most people do, nothing. Okay, who can relate to this? Who's done this before? Who invested in training courses and has then done nothing with it? Okay, so someone
Well,
is
I think the
very familiar.
I think the actual statistics is 72% of people who get an information product do nothing with it. So 72%.
Wow. Amazing. Well, I didn't know about the statistics, but obviously people here can relate to that. Valentine also said, I can relate to this. Okay. So, well, the thing is, I want you guys to commit from now on to taking action. Okay, since you're here listening to this, I want you to be the top 25% of people who actually take action on the things they learn. So I hope this webinar, even though it's free, I want you to take action. I want you to be committed. So who here is committed to taking action? Okay, let's see who here is a real action taker and wants to change something about that, and from now on is committed to do something with the training that you get. Okay, Dana Russo says, okay, great, Dana, we need more people just like you, standing up and being counted and being real action takers. Good. Now let's go back to my story. So I decided to take new actions because, they say new actions lead to new results. Old actions lead to old results. So what I've done, I realized that I needed someone to get me where I want to be. I needed a mentor. So I needed a guy, just someone to keep me accountable on a regular basis. I think I just have someone to take me by the hand and show me the way, that would be perfect, I thought to myself. So then I came across one of my mentors, Eric Wagner, who is a multimillionaire entrepreneur and author on Forbes for entrepreneurs. And he only works with a select few entrepreneurs every year, and well, he accepted to personally mentor me. So what I learned from Eric and my other mentors was invaluable. And in the meantime, I figured out a 3-step success formula that I implemented, and I now want to share with you. This is what helped me get where I am today. Okay, but before I share with you my 3 success ingredients, let me just tell you the results I got within 1 short year of applying this formula. So, to continue my story, what I've done, I received funding from the UK government for my idea, and I also got backed up by the largest mentoring organization in the UK. You know how I told you what started as a small campus experiment in my own student union? Well, it transformed into a movement in hitting several UK universities. Then I went on to build some amazing relationships and connections in the industry, even though I didn't know anyone. I even drew the attention of a national government agency who wanted to partner with me to expand events in all over the country. I also, talking about connections, I managed to secure collaboration with my biggest client out there, which was the largest nightclub chain in the UK with over 50 venues across the country. So I've also attracted media attention, as I showed you, and I won the Best Business Growth Award in the UK, which drew even more publicity towards me. And ever since, I've been invited to speak at various events for young entrepreneurs and keynote speakers in the UK, which showcase my case study. So, what I want to show you is that if a 24-year-old girl coming from Romania with some crazy business idea in mind can do all these in a foreign city where she knew no one and was all by herself, then you can do so much better. I mean, really, there's nothing special about me. I mean, I believe in you, and I believe that all these you can do twice as better or faster than I could. So I'm going to share with you my success formula live on this call, and I'm so excited for you because I want you to achieve the same success but even easier and quicker. So get ready. Just sit on the edge of your seat and remove any distractions because you're going to get a ton of value out of what I'm going to share with you. Okay, so now I've been talking for a while. Let me just grab a sip of water and I'll jump straight into our content for today. Okay, so the 3 ingredients that I teach to all entrepreneurs I mentor are actually the difference that make a difference. So, are you curious to know what the first ingredient is? Is this: ignite a movement. So, if you're fed up with not making the progress you want to make with your business idea, it's because you haven't learned how to incubate it to spark a movement that other people will want to be a part of. Okay, so think of all these poor advertisers that are trying so hard to get our attention and make us buy more and more and more stuff. Look, it's just not working anymore. We live in an era of information overload and overwhelm. I mean, we're bombarded by marketing messages everywhere. It's not working, really. With technology at our fingertips, we're now competing with companies across the globe. And the truth is, I think the customers are getting savvier than ever before. So, what you need is a powerful idea that will help you stand out from the crowd. You need to build a movement with your business that will make people go, wow. I mean, how much advertising have you seen done by Apple, let's say? Any TV ads, outdoor banners? Well, I don't recall any, and yet they've created a powerful movement. So much so that they don't even have to interrupt people with their promotional messages. People just tune in to watch their launches, and it's millions of them, okay? Whenever Apple launches something, millions of people tune in just to watch it because they want to. And you see, there is a reason why Apple's fans are so fanatic that they wouldn't buy anything from Dell or Microsoft. So, the question now you need to ask yourself is this: is the marketing effort you are trying to lead going to become a movement? So, how to spark a movement? You're probably wondering, okay, how do I do this? Well, if you want to learn how to create a movement, all you have to do is look at religions, artists, music bands, political leaders, NGOs, and actually even some companies. They are up to something. They share a common set of values. They've built a powerful identity for their clients, and they've committed to a bigger purpose, so something that inspires people and makes a difference in their life. So, of course, creating a movement causes people to be more attached to the brand and the company, as I've talked about Apple. And all a movement needs is actually a business idea and a leader, like Steve Jobs was for Apple, right? You want to be the Steve Jobs of your business because you, as a founder, are important. People relate to the leaders behind the company. They just don't relate with a logo or a company name. So you have to put yourself out there and be what Jobs was for his business. And some people say, well, look, I get this whole movement idea thing, but if my business is not that revolutionary, okay, I'm not inventing the next iPhone or something, can I actually build a movement? Well, the answer is definitely yes. And I want to give you another example. Look at Zappos. They're not just an online store selling shoes, because if you first look at it, that's what you might think. Okay, that's what they do. They just sell shoes online. How can you create a movement out of selling shoes online? How does that work? Well, Zappos, what they've done, they've actually reinvented themselves. They're not in the shoe business, they're not in the online business. They're actually in the business of delivering happiness. Okay? So, as entrepreneurs, we are all in the promises business. That's what you need to get. So, what is the promise you are making to your customers? Suppose they're promising happiness in a box. That's what their big promise is. They're all about making their customers, their employees, and their vendors happy. And that's their big idea. So, they took an apparently ordinary normal concept, selling shoes online, and they put their own unique spin on it. So now they've created a movement and they're actually changing the rules of the game. They're changing the world by inspiring and helping other companies now to focus more on their culture, on their core values, on their customer experience, on the passion and purpose that drives this company forward. So, this is what inspires people to work for them, to talk about them, and ultimately to buy from them. So, you have to understand that as entrepreneurs, we shouldn't be selling stuff. We should be building a movement people want to talk about. So, let me show you about Club Cardio. This is not just a fitness class or a dance workout. It's not even a dance workout in a nightclub setting. This is yet another example that's so much more than that. I've created a movement aiming to improve the quality of young people's lives. That's what I'm about. And it's a movement that inspires young people to become the best they can possibly be. They can be fully alive and vibrant and energetic and so confident without the fear of feeling judged or rejected, without having to go to a boring or intimidating gym. So yes, you get fit, and yes, you get to be in shape and look good and all these things, but those are just side benefits. It's a lot more than that. It's about transforming people and their lives at a whole new different level. It's about helping these students boost their confidence, make new friends, let loose, and just feel comfortable while keeping fit. So I want my clients, when they go out there in the world after finishing a workout party, I want them to take that extra confidence forward so they can achieve amazing things. So, with my brand, with Club Cardio, I only give them a taste of what's possible, but then they can transform their life and make the most of their unique experience. And let me give you another example just to make it even more clear. I want you to look at Born to Succeed now. We're not just selling coaching programs and masterminds and live events. We are starting a movement that empowers young entrepreneurs in their quest to change the world with their ideas. And how we're going to deliver on this purpose is irrelevant. The how does not matter. Look, in 100 years from now, if the company still exists, the way we're going to deliver on this same value would definitely change. Okay, in 100 years from now, you have to look at your company and think, what do I want to stand for? The way you're going to deliver on that purpose will change because the world will be different in 100 years' time. However, your purpose can remain the same. With us, will still be about empowering young entrepreneurs and instilling confidence in their potential. No matter how we deliver on that, will still be about helping business owners to spread their big ideas and make big impact. And we'll still be creating this movement of change makers. And I think that you can apply this in your business as well. And you have to understand that you have the responsibility here. You have a responsibility to make this world a better place to live in. Okay, we all have this responsibility. So, getting clear on the movement you're trying to create will just bring you this quantum leap in your results. So, think about it. What is the value you are bringing to the world? You see, tactics and tools and strategies, they're easy to figure out. I mean, I can show you the latest Facebook strategies and how to build your list and all of that, but did you get the foundations right? Without a clear foundation you can build on, there'll be no marketing campaign in this world that's going to give you the results that you want. Okay, so I'm sure that your business right now, for entrepreneurs out there listening to us, is just another movement awaiting to happen, and I'm so excited about that because you are the chosen one really for the movement that you're going to lead. You just have to get clear on how to spark a movement that people will actually want to join. So this leads me to my next ingredient, part of our success formula, which is build an exclusive and powerful tribe. Okay, let's see, who would agree that you can never be a true leader without a tribe, without an army of people, without an army of followers that just love your business? Who would agree with that statement? Okay, so good. What is a tribe anyway? Well, this is a group of people who share the same interests, the same values, they're connected to each other, and they're also connected to the big idea that you're conveying to the world. And they have a leader, of course, because a tribe cannot exist without a leader. So, what you need to do is gather your tribe and take leadership of it. Lead them to a better way of doing things. That's what you're doing, right? Because any business exists because it's a solution to a problem that exists. You've identified a problem in the marketplace, so you created a business in order to solve that problem. Otherwise, you wouldn't be in business anyway. So, the next question you might ask yourself is, how do you find your tribe members? First, you have to understand that your product or your service, no matter what you're offering, will not be for everyone. Okay, so if you want to reach everyone, you will definitely fail. The masses do not matter for us as entrepreneurs. So, why? Because it would cost way too much money to get in front of everyone. And besides, I think it's very, very unlikely that what you're offering is going to be for everyone. You just need a few people who care deeply. They become your evangelists and they just spread the word. I mean, it makes no sense to sell to the masses. You just want a small, well connected tribe that says, wow. Okay, the small 10% group of people that love what you do, you have to target those. Just 10% of people. You have to influence them and other like-minded people. Those are the ones you need to laser focus on. So I want you to know that you have the right to be picky. So you have to be really specific about who you want to serve. You just decide, who do I want to serve? You're not battling with everyone else in the marketplace trying to serve everyone. You just carve out your own unique niche, and this way you'll have a much, much, much better chance to be seen and heard. So let me give you an example. Let's say, for instance, you want to open a, well, marketing agency, okay? Who in this world would need marketing? Is there any company on the face of this planet that wouldn't need marketing services? Well, I don't think so. So potentially you could go for any business owner or company in the world because your services are so awesome, right? They could help anyone and you can be the jack of all trades. I mean, the marketing principles, if you look at them, they're the same anyway. And you know, you can just help any business owner with them. However, now you'd be battling with every single marketing agency that you can find on Google, okay? Millions and millions of them. You don't stand for anything. You don't know where to start looking for your tribe members. How do you find them? And this makes your marketing efforts very diluted, okay? Very vague, very general. So I don't want this for you. You have to decide who you want to serve. So you can be a general marketing agency serving anyone in this world who has stuff to market, but let's think about it. How much more effective would it be if you just narrowed that down even more? Let's say your marketing agency for small business owners only, or even further down, compare that an agency for small business owners only to, for instance, an agency that helps only females owning a small business. Okay, the more specific you get, the better. So now compare that, a marketing agency for females in business, with a marketing agency for females in business who want to get noticed online. Wow, I mean, how much easier would it be to gather your tribe and create a micro movement inside this small tribe of women who are in business, want to get noticed online, and want to travel the world while doing it? So, this would be a movement that would empower, for instance, female entrepreneurs to get their message heard while ditching the traditional and vanilla marketing. Okay, so I know that many entrepreneurs at this point might think, okay, so if I'm targeting a smaller market, will I diminish my chances of having business success? Well, the thing is, not really. You just want to pick one person that becomes, the innovator or the early adopter of your business idea, and then more will follow later on. So think of Apple again. What do Apple users have in common? If you think about it, the overall picture of an Apple user is that they're young, they're urban, they're technologically savvy, they're hip, they're creative. They've created such a powerful identity for your customers. I'm sure you can all picture the typical Apple user. So, does that mean that if that's who they want to serve, that you'll never be able to see, let's say, a 70-year-old lady with an iPhone in her hand? No, that doesn't mean that at all. It just means they've only picked one person they want to talk to. And that's what makes their marketing so effective. So, the question you need to ask yourself now is, what do people in your tribe have in common? What is their common view of the world? How do they look like? Where do they hang around? What is it about them that connects them to each other? So you have to learn now to know your tribe members better than they even know themselves. You have to know their biggest desires. You have to learn how to get at the core of their biggest frustrations, and that's the only way you can truly serve them if you want to be a leader. So, for instance, inside Born to Succeed, our group is primed to help each other in our quest to become better entrepreneurs and just make a bigger and bigger impact. And you also have a tribe out there that's waiting for you. And all that's missing is you, someone to lead them, someone to show them the way. Your community is waiting for you out there in the world. You just have to gather your tribe by rising yourself up and offering yourself and your idea to the world. So you have to learn to be a leader. Even if sometimes your voice is shaking, even if you're sometimes lacking confidence, even sometimes you're not sure you have what it takes. But that's what great leaders do. They don't let their own limitations to stand in the way of serving their tribe. So nothing really should stop you from building your tribe and inspiring them to make the world better right now and even for generations to come. So you're going to build a movement within a small group of people who become your loyal tribe members. You are creating a movement. And now, would you like to know the third and final missing ingredient? It's creating leverage. It's really hard to get seen and heard these days. How do you get heard and seen? It's so daunting and overwhelming, really. I mean, leverage should be an entrepreneur's best friend. It's so, so important to create leverage, to get your big idea spread out and gather your tribe. Let's see. Justin, can you resonate with this? How important was creating leverage in your business and building up this movement and creating a tribe, our success principles so far? I'm not sure if you're on the line with us. Okay, I'll just keep going on. So nowadays, how do you create leverage? You can leverage your network. There's a well-known saying that your network equals your net worth. Okay, so sorry, I'm hearing some background noise. I think that's Justin. Are you there on the line?
I'm here. Yeah, I'd muted myself by accident, so I was so engrossed in your talk. Yeah. So talking about leverage, I was even making some notes. Yeah, I mean, first of all, igniting the movement, where you talked about, I think strategies will always change. So I think it's always got to be about the people and what people want, which will never change. So I like what you said about in 100 years' time, knowing that. And so I think it's actually about not even about adapting to the change, but I think it's about what I found in my business was I realized it was about actually causing the change.
Right.
As Gandhi says, to be the change you want to see in the world or in your world. So in the fitness industry out here, very similar to Club Cardio, I saw a group of people that weren't being served, which was, busy females who tend to be mothers and weren't getting results in gyms. So I had to start that movement to say that we say that actually, I call my studio, we don't call it a gym, we call it a transformation center. So straight away, that one little change, and people say, whoa, what's a transformation center? And we say, well, we call it that because we give you an actual transformation. We don't give you just access to machines and treadmills and boring stuff. We get you, that's what you want as a transformation. And then when it comes to building a tribe, yeah, that's the most important thing, because if you don't know exactly who you're speaking to and you don't know the language that they're speaking and the words they use, and you don't know the conversations that are going on in their minds, your marketing, no matter what you do, will never be effective. You can have all the best, you can throw money on Facebook adverts and billboards and banners and seminars or whatever, but if you're not speaking the same language as that customer, it's just never going to work. So these, yeah, like I said, these were the things that have built all my businesses.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And you know what? I think that us entrepreneurs were carved out of a different stone or something. We are just here because we care about people, we care about making a difference in their lives. We want to transform something in their lives for the better. As you said, I love the idea of having a transformation center. So it's not just an aerobic studio, it's a transformation center. So hopefully this got you thinking as well, who all of you who are listening here, how can you transform people's lives with your business? Okay. So I just wanted to kind of break the pattern here because I know we have the last success ingredient to talk about, but I just wanted to get some interaction going and recap a bit everything that we've talked about right now. So the last and missing ingredient in your business is, as I said, creating leverage. So how do you do that? Well, there's several different ways to create leverage in your business. First, you can leverage your network, the one you have or the one that you don't have yet. So you know that you can contact anyone in this world with the power of Facebook or LinkedIn. Nowadays, the social media gets us so connected. We can find anyone we want to connect to. And I've used this strategy myself. When I told you that I had a collaboration with the biggest nightclub chain in the UK running 50 venues, well, I didn't know the owners, I didn't know anyone, no one really introduced me to them. I just found the CEO of the nightclub chain on LinkedIn and sent him an email. So even though he was the CEO and shareholder of the biggest nightclub chain in the UK, they didn't stop me to send him an email. And you just don't have to be afraid to ask for people's feedback. So I just sent him an email via LinkedIn and told him about my business idea, Club Cardio, and asked him to give me feedback on my idea. So I'm a young entrepreneur and I just value your expertise and your opinion on my business. This is what I do, and I'd love to get your feedback. When would be a good time to have a quick chat? Kind regards, Irina. And I just sent that email. How much did it cost me to send that email via LinkedIn? Well, zero, nothing. Okay. What did that get me? It secured me a meeting first with the head of sales of the group. Then I met the CEO himself. And he even told me, look, if everything goes well, how about I buy the company from you? So I've done all these things when I didn't have a website, I didn't have business cards, I didn't have a logo, I had nothing. But I leveraged my network because businesses are about people, okay? So there's always a person behind a business you can connect to. So just go there and reach out to them. Don't be afraid to reach out to the relevant people that can take your business forward. And don't get perhaps stopped by the fact that you don't have everything right, you don't have everything perfect, or it's not all figured out, you don't have that perfect website, or like I haven't had any of those. So don't get stopped, don't put limits and obstacles in your way. Just go there, connect to people. They'll like your passion, your energy, your personality. That's what they're connecting to, not the tools and other shiny objects. Don't get distracted by that. Okay. Another thing you can do is leverage other people's expertise. So it's so valuable, as I said, to get a mentor, to get someone who can keep you accountable. Because with trainings you don't do anything, but when you have a mentor, well, you don't only get the training, but you also get the accountability and motivation, and you tap into that person's expertise. So think of someone who's achieved a result that you want to get for yourself, and pick their brain for some wisdom. You want to be around that person. You want to surround yourself with people who perhaps are just two steps ahead of you, but who can show you how to cross that bridge, how to go on that other side. And once you're there, you just need to be shown the way. Okay, it's that easy. There are people out there, mentors and coaches, who are willing to show you the way, who are willing to give you a helping hand. Okay, so you have to leverage that as well. Now, you can also leverage the support of a group. Okay, so inside our Born to Succeed virtual mastermind, we help each other. I mean, it's a well known statement that connecting and collaborating are so crucial if you want to have success in business. And I understand that being an entrepreneur is more often than not a very, very lonely route, okay? But it doesn't always have to be this way, especially if you're the sole founder, it can get quite lonely. But being part of a group, you will have your own board of directors who will not allow you to be anything less than you can be, and this is extremely powerful. So for instance, our I'll give you an example with our Born to Succeed Mastermind members. They're all part of a private exclusive group of other entrepreneurs who are trying to build the dream businesses they want, and they're trying to create the lifestyle they want for themselves. They all have different strengths, they all have different connections that complement what you do. And you know what, it doesn't even have to be about Born to Succeed Mastermind. There are masterminds everywhere. Masterminds have existed since the dawn of mankind, okay? The knights at the round table were masterminds, so were Jesus and his disciples, and everyone, football team is a mastermind. So you can find like-minded people who share same values, common interests with you, and leverage their support. And imagine you're part of this group of people who are just like you, working towards the same goals as you are. And imagine you can get to connect to them. You can actually leverage their own connections in turn. And you build these powerful relationships that create even more of those opportunities that you want for yourself and your business. You can share ideas. I'm part of mastermind groups myself, and we just share lessons, we get answers, and we make new joint ventures and even grow our success network. So that's what I call tapping into the power of leverage. Okay, so I think there's one more thing I have to say before I wrap up. I'm also going to quickly mention that you can also leverage the power of platforms, different platforms that can help you get your big idea heard. Okay, so you can go, my favorite ones are social media and events and webinars and obviously mass media to get your idea spread. You see, you all have a message within you that you need to share. You all have a story waiting to be uncovered. And you just need to rise yourself up, pick yourself up, and get out there, be in the game. Don't stay in the stands of life, be out there in the court playing the big game of life, okay? So don't let your fears limit you or hold yourself back. You have a mission here, you have a tribe to serve, and they need their leader. So you have to rise yourself up as a leader, go at speaking events, run webinars, get featured in mass media, and do whatever you have to do to position yourself as an expert for that tribe. Because the truth is, you all have a voice in this world. Okay? So I think that all these success principles, they are so powerful. And when you're gonna go out there and apply them into your business, you really create change at record speed. So it's all about sparking a movement with your big idea by gathering a powerful tribe who share a common identity. And then once you have those into place, you can then go out there, create leverage, and really grow your tribe bigger and bigger. And this will give you the success and lifestyle that you want for yourself. So now we can see how these principles have created success for both myself and Justin. And I want to encourage you all to now use these principles to seek success for yourself. So please go there and apply it. You've told me you're committed to take action. So I want you to apply these principles. So I know that for many of you listening, this is already enough to get you going, and I'm really, really excited for you, and that's great. But for others out there who are listening today, and they need more clarity on how to get from where they are to where they want to be, can I tell you about what I have in store for you? Justin has mentioned in the beginning. So I'm very, very, very excited to announce that I'm opening up a limited number of spots for a free of charge 30-minute Skype consultation with me. And every single one of you who's listening tonight will get a chance to apply for this consultation. So the best thing is you can apply right away. At the end of this webinar, you can go there and secure your seat, because I'll only open a limited number of spots and I'll be really, really selective. So whether you're now launching your business or whether you've been in business for a while, whether you're not sure what to do and how to take it to the next level, I'm really here for you. I want you to know I'm happy to give you the clarity you need to move forward, because I don't want you to make the mistakes that I've done. So this consultation is for you if you need more clarity, if you need if you don't know what's going wrong in your business, you don't know how to fix it, perhaps you currently have a big vision and a big idea of how you want to help loads of people, but you're a bit unsure and you're a bit stuck, and you'd love to have a bit of accountability, a bit of step-by-step guidance from someone with experience. So I want you to shortcut your success and apply. So this is the link where you can go and fill in just a few quick questions so I get a better idea of who you are and what you're up to just before we Skype. And the consultation will actually help you move forward faster. And what will happen once you submit your application, I'll then review them and inform you of your status. So if you're successful and you come on a Skype call with me, then I'll be asking you to take a good hard look at yourself. Okay, so trust me, this will help you opening yourself up. You see, a lot of people that I've mentored say, well, I don't truly know why I am where I am in my life and in my business, and I don't really know how to get going again. So to these guys, I just tell them, well, yes, in fact, you do know what you need to do to get going again. All the answers lie within you. So then, in order to prove this to them, I give them what I call, let's say, a sentence completion activity, okay? Fill in the gaps kind of sentence. So I tell them the start of a sentence and I let them finish it. So for instance, to move forward in my life again, the first thing I have to do is blank. Okay, so you fill in the dots. So it's amazing then how fast I see these people who are confused at first completing the sentence. So they'll immediately say, okay, I'll finally charge what I'm worth, or I'll finally stop beating myself up, or I'll finally ask for some help. It's so easy once you get a coach to uncover all those answers that actually lie within you. So most of the mentees and the people I talk to, they're surprised at how they actually know how to finish the sentence, how to fill in the gaps. So they just feel this sense of confidence and competence when they know they have all the answers within them. So sometimes they just need a little help finding clarity. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a similar clarity session. This will be about you, not about me. So this will help me understand your world a bit better, and it will help us move forward more quickly. And in case you were wondering, this will be kept confidential, okay? No one is going to steal your business ideas. This will never be shared or seen by anyone but myself. So the goal is to help you gain this clarity, to get where you want to be. So just trust the process and all the magic will come afterwards, believe me, and believe in yourself as well. And I'm excited to get to work. And just so you know, the value of this call would be 150, but for those of you successful, you don't have to pay anything. Okay, and I don't want to deal with time wasters, by the way. So if you are not serious about growing your business, if you don't have a burning desire to succeed, please do not apply. I don't want to waste my time. I just want to help people who are really in this game to become successful, have more profit, have more fun while doing it, and grow their businesses so they can live the life they love. So if you're not that person, please don't even bother to apply. Okay, so your time is now. Right now we need you, and if you're in doubt, please remember that you'll always doubt your readiness. So just go there, type in this link.
Okay, guys. So I think before we Yeah, we're going to go to a Q&A to finish off, but before we do that, and I just want to re-emphasize why it's so important to jump on how powerful these strategy calls can be. You know, think about it. You've got the general principles. You've been given the three general principles here today, but when you talk one-to-one with Arena, someone who's used and applied these things, you're going to get those principles personalized and melded into your idea. So you can specifically apply, with Arena's help, this into clear action steps that you can move with from tomorrow or even tonight. If you're a real action taker, you'll be up at 3 a.m. tonight doing this stuff. You get that one-to-one personal experience. That's what I would be doing. You also get, you know, yeah. Another thing you get that's not really talked about is that you get what I call 30,000-foot view of your business. You're in the day-to-day of your business or your idea, and you're running around and you're stressed and you're mostly on entrepreneurs I deal with, most of my mentoring clients, they tend to be asking the wrong questions. They're looking at problems which aren't really their problems. What they think are the problems are actually just symptoms of a cause that's somewhere deeper along the chain. So this call with Arena, you have a fresh pair of eyes looking at the top-down view of your business. And like a doctor can find the cause, not just the symptoms, Arena will help you do that and find the real bottlenecks, which with usually small little tweaks, will unleash the floodgates for you. I had a really good conversation with one of my mentoring clients this morning, actually, and he was telling me about the power of our call we had 6 weeks ago. And in his business 6 weeks ago, he was struggling. He couldn't get more than like 4 clients in his business. And he told me, he revealed for the first time today that he said before our call and meeting me, he was about 1 week away from packing in his business. He'd had a lot of pressure from his mother-in-law because him and his fiancée were having a baby. And he told me today that he was 1 week away from packing it in and going to just go back to a 9-to-5 job. And that was 6 weeks ago. Now, in his business, he has 5 times more clients right now. He's gone over the 30 clients mark, and he's actually opening his second facility within 6 weeks now. So, and it was just from simple things. He'd been following advice he'd taken from here, a bit of this book, a bit of this training program. So he'd even been doing some of the right things, as in taking information from good sources, but he took ingredients, but they were spread out everywhere. He didn't have a clear-cut recipe, you know, because you could put all the right ingredients for a chocolate cake into a bowl, but if you get the recipe wrong, you put the wrong amount of flour, the wrong amount of chocolate, you leave it in the oven too long, you get the recipe wrong, and it comes out completely horrible. So again, this call is going to help give you a recipe for your idea and your business. All right, so I hope you call. It'll give you some accountability as well. So I really try and emphasize how much more than 149 this call is worth. Okay, like I said, if I've helped one person even grow their business 5 times bigger in 6 weeks, and I know Arena can easily do the same thing for you.
Definitely.
So let's get into a Q&A, shall we?
Yeah, sure. And before we jump onto that, and people can still ask their questions in the meantime, I just wanted to throw in a bonus as well. So for everyone who becomes successful and gets to apply for a Skype call with me, I want to offer you all the help I can. So if your application is successful, I also want to give you 2 weeks of free access inside our Born to Succeed Mastermind. So you can instantly get access to myself and my mentors and our tribe of like-minded and success-driven people. So there's so much value for you. I can't believe it.
Oh, wow.
The thing is, with Born to Succeed, we only have this one big goal: to help you become part of this new movement of entrepreneurs that take charge of their life and achieve amazing success. So us young people, we're getting together to make a big difference, to make more profit and have a lot more fun. So I'm really excited for this.
Okay, fantastic. That's our movement right there. So, that's it. Right, guys. So you wanna we'll go through some questions. Any more questions into the question box right now, and we'll get to them. So, Rena, if you have any unanswered questions so far, we can get through.
Yeah, sure. Okay, Christina Prune is
Yeah.
asking how can you apply to this consultation. So guys, I've sent you all the link. I've sent it to all. It should be in your message box, so please check that it's working. So please type it in your browser or just access it, click on the link and check if it's working. So I want to make sure that everyone here tonight gets the chance to apply for a complimentary consultation with me. So if someone can let me know if it's working or not. Okay, so someone is saying, are there any questions? Okay, not many questions here, guys. They're not, everyone is very active here tonight. So someone is asking, I think there was someone asking about a video vlog. Okay, I got it, found it. So Dragos is thinking, I've been thinking for a couple of days about starting a new vlog in English, which is something I've never done before. Does this sound as a good idea? I'm not quite sure whether I should start doing it or not. Thanks for your help. Great question, Dragos. First of all, what are you afraid of? What do you have to lose? So who do you want to target? Again, who is your tribe? So you should ask them if this is a good idea or not. It's very difficult for me to give you a very general kind of answer, as I don't know what is it that you're going to talk about, what's your tribe going to tune into. However, even if you're not doing this for someone, even if you don't have anyone, let's say, watching your videos, I still think it would be a great exercise to do just for you as part of your self-expression. Okay, so just go there and shoot those videos and post them where you need to post them, on your Facebook page or on your website. However, this will help you boost your confidence. It will be something out of your comfort zone since it's something you haven't done before, and this in itself will be a great success because you will grow as a person. Even if you haven't helped anyone else besides you, you still have helped one person, which is you, so you can still consider yourself really, really successful with that. So I suggest go there and do it, even if it's just for yourself, just for your own self-expression. And then as you express yourself authentically, people will want to tune in. You'll get some likes, you'll get some views, and this will boost your confidence even more to keep on doing those videos and share your message with the world even more often. But at first, just don't put any pressure, as in, oh, will people actually watch it? What will they have to say about my content? Don't think about what others say. Just share what you have to share, do it for yourself, and then the like minded people will pop in as well. Justin, do you have anything to add to that? Okay, not sure if Justin is on the line. I'm going to take another question. Are you back?
Yep, I'm back on. So yeah, just to say to Dragos, same. Yeah, I mean, pretty much figure out your message, how you're going to be different, what your movement is, who you're trying to help, and if the video blog seems like the best way for you to spread your message and tell your story of what your idea is, then go for it. What you feel most comfortable and inspired doing, really.
Mm-hmm. Great advice. Thank you, Justin, for your input as well. Okay, Dana Russo is asking, how can you bring more conversions to your blog? How can you make visitors to buy? Okay, that's such a great question, Dana, and I think so many people actually face that. So they get people visiting their website and they have loads of leads coming in, but then none of them takes any action. Okay, none of them buys anything. So how can you convert those leads and get them into sales? Well, there are several different things, and we can definitely get some clarity on what your sales funnel looks like and what's exactly the process that you're using at the moment. So it would be really helpful if you can join our mastermind group as well. You can share your website with us, because the way the website is designed, actually, the way the call to actions are featured, and the messaging and all of that will actually highly influence your conversions. So there are a number of different things that I'd have to see before giving you a personalized solution. But in general, it would be something about your messaging, your copywriting, the features, the call to action buttons, the design of the website that needs to be tweaked in order to improve those conversion rates, and well, a lot more things. But I'd have to have a look at it and give you more details. Justin, I know you've had a successful blog. Did you ever experience anything like that with well, having a lot of leads and not really converting them? How did you deal with that?
Yeah, it goes back again to what I said earlier. People asking questions which aren't maybe always the best questions to ask, because you may be looking at the wrong channels here. I mean, like, conversions is such a huge, broad subject. It's like someone coming to me and saying, "Why can't I lose weight?" And it could be there's so many factors involved in that.
Exactly.
That yeah, like we'd need. I mean, you'd need to really have an expert look over it, break it all down for you. But again, the best way to start is right back to those three basic principles Irina said. Because if you, we've done this so many times over and over again with several entrepreneurs, that if you, you become more targeted, and the person can see your website and instantly know, wow, this is exactly what I'm looking for. So if you've targeted to a specific person, you've got a good idea behind it. Just by doing that alone, your conversions will increase without any specific conversion tactics. Just by having the right message in front of the right person at the right time, you're going to get more leads, more sales without doing anything. And then when you add in those advanced tactics as well, you'll get maximized results. If you add in the advanced tactics before doing the basics, they won't have any effect. So I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. And the reason people don't buy can be several different reasons. They either don't trust you, they don't understand what it is that you're selling to them, they don't think it's for them, they don't think it addresses their main problems or issues. There are several different factors. So what you can do in order to get more clarity, perhaps find that ideal tribe member that I've talked about. Find it, who is the ideal person that you're trying to sell to, and ask them these questions. What would make them, see what would make them take, see what would make them buy, what would they love to have from you. The more insights you get into your customer's mind, as in what would be really their desires, what would be really the things they're trying to change about other solutions in the marketplace, about similar companies offering what you do. So the more you get into their mind, the more you have a better understanding of, okay, I need to tweak my communication, I need to address my tribe members better. Okay, so hopefully this helps. Okay, so Dana, how can I get to my customer's mind? Well, that's just exactly by asking them questions, having like a conversation like we have right now, just trying to know them better than they know themselves. And there's several different things you can ask them. For instance, for those customers who actually buy something from you, you can ask them what attracted you to buy in the first place. Okay, were you looking for something new? Were you just curious to try it out, or what was it that triggered your interest? So then you can find out what makes people buy, what makes them tick. And then with the customers that don't buy, okay, how can I serve you better? How can I actually improve my product, well, my marketing efforts to actually serve you and make the difference that I'm about to make in your for you. So yeah, just
Yeah.
better quality questions to ask your customers.
Yeah. I have a 4-step formula I use for identifying, like creating, the customer. I call it the 4 I's. So I have the first I is your idea, getting what your idea is, and putting it into easy to understand terms for your customer. The second is identity. So think of the identity that your customer has and that they want. For example, when Irina posted that image earlier of the lady with a laptop, that's a typical example there of the identity that I assume a lot of female entrepreneurs here would like to have. Okay, that's the identity you'd like to be associated with. So images and messages around getting that lifestyle are going to appeal to your customer if that's what they're looking for. So after your idea, you have identity. After identity, you then have influence. So look at what influences those customers. What, like Irina said again, where else are they spending their money? What TV shows do they watch? What events are going on that they're talking about? What do they talk about with their friends? Where do they socialize? Do they go to a pub? Do they go to a coffee shop? Do they go to a nightclub? You see, Irina knew these things about Club Cardio, so she knew it was, the nightclub setting. So that's influence. And the 4th I is inspire. So how can you then inspire those customers? What ways do they like to be inspired? Where do they go to learn stories? Do they attend seminars? Do they watch webinars? Do they watch TV? Do they use Facebook? Where can you inspire them? And knowing all those things will get you a good grasp of who you're looking to serve.
Thanks, Justin. Does this help, Dana? I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to get your feedback and know that we've made a difference here tonight with our answers for you. If there aren't any other questions, we're just going to wrap this up, I believe. Okay, yeah, this says yes, thanks. You're welcome, Dana. We're here for you. We love doing this. Okay, so now we just want to say that this is an image that I really, really like. Every second is a chance to turn your life around. So remember that new actions lead to new results. So what new actions are you going to take today? If you're someone committed to achieve all the success that you want, I'll be so excited to guide you with the complimentary session that you can apply for, and hopefully you'll be one of the lucky ones because I'll only have 10 spots. So I'm ready to work with you. If you're tired of running up against obstacles in your business and you want to try something new, let's just get started. Then I'll personally review your application and I'll inform you of your status very, very soon, within 24 hours. So good luck.
Okay, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed that content tonight. Even I was there taking notes. I'm still learning. You've got to stay teachable, and the guys who are successful are the ones who are most teachable. So I'm always here learning from anyone I can. And again, guys, like I said, here's why you need to really apply for this call. You're going to have these principles tailored individually to your business here, and you'll get clear-cut steps that you can start working on immediately. You're going to get that 30,000-foot top-down view of your business from someone with experience in helping entrepreneurs worldwide. You're going to get accountability because, once you've had that, the power of just talking to someone else and you've been given the steps, limiting beliefs have been broken down. All that's left then is for you to go out, do it, get a result, and level up, and start getting towards your goal. And Irina is going to help you identify your target customers, help you clarify your idea, how to put it together, and then how to even work with, if you've got some sort of following already, you can utilize that, or how to go out there and find new platforms very quickly to get your message spread across. So
Thank you very
That's
much,
it, guys.
Justin.
And
We already have a few applications in my inbox, so I know these places will be going fast. I'm only opening up very, very few limited number of applications, so people have already done that during the webinar, so I can imagine the storm that's going to come once we end this call. A lot of people, I'll try to serve as many as possible and hopefully get you on board and get you the clarity that you deserve to move forward with your business idea. Thank you very much. It's been a wonderful
yeah,
evening. Thank
that's
you,
it, guys.
Justin, for hosting this. Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight and sharing your ideas, your questions. It's been great to have you all.
Okay, yeah, we'll see you next time. We'll be doing these webinars regularly, guys. If you'd like to go over to our Facebook page, the Born to Succeed Facebook page, and drop us a message or a comment on there, just saying your thoughts on the webinar and what you'd like to hear more about in future webinars. Make these quite regular, give you amazing, good free content. So tell us what you are struggling with, and we can then tailor it to helping you the best we can.
Definitely. We're building a tribe here. We're building a community. Now with this webinar, you're already part of it. So let's just keep the momentum going. Go there. Let's start a conversation on Facebook and post your comments, your suggestions. We're here to help. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much, Justin. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good night, and we'll speak to you soon.